Okay guys, it's happening. So today I am unboxing a very special livery. This was actually delivered to me over a week ago, but I was like, I want to open it with you guys. Let me tell you the story of this. In this box is an LED jump rope. What looks to be, from what I've seen online, an incredible LED jump rope. A bit of a story about this. I mean, I don't know if you guys see these comments yourself or make them, but ever since I started doing this, I've probably had multiple thousands of comments asking me to jump with an LED jump rope, jump with a light up rope, jump with a neon rope, stuff like that. Fair enough, because it's a great idea. But the problem is that with what I do with a jump rope, all the tricks I do, everything like that, the biggest difficulty is finding a rope that is suitable for all of that as well. As much as it's all very well, just get a rope that lights up and you're good to go, it needs to actually be functional as well. So hopefully that's what this is. Let's get into it and see what it's about. Okay, so they have sent me 2 ropes because there are 2 types. I don't know what I was expecting, but wasn't expecting this to look as inflexible as it does, like the material. I don't know. I didn't think it would. This is quite a more rigid material than I thought it would be. So I'm really surprised because when I've seen it in use, it looks very flexible. I mean, these handles aren't dissimilar to the long handles that I've used before, that I've got. And obviously that's where you can resize the rope because there's excess inside the handle. Because that was another thing I wondered. I was like, it says it's resizable. How do you resize something that lights up? And this makes total sense. You resize this part. Right, how do we turn this thing on? Is this thing on? Let me actually look at the instructions. Okay, long press on the central button. Oh my god, look at it. Oh! I see what they mean now. So this is the short one. So obviously that's quite a short amount of light, whereas you have the long one. I actually want to see how long this is compared to my rope. I think actually this one, you know what, it is just about perfect. Ideally, you probably don't want too much excess because a bit like with a beaded rope, you probably lose a bit of control. So if you look at where my handles are, it's literally, it's not far off. You know what, I'm really impressed with how durable this seems because I was thinking this is gonna break really quickly. Who knows, I haven't tried it yet, but I have a lot more confidence in it than I did. The thing that's really interesting, there is an app. And what you do with the app is you choose what is displayed. And the thing that sets this apart from other LED ropes I have seen anyway is that it literally makes images in the air. So from the way it's moving, it actually creates like a vortex around you. Yeah, it says you can upload your pictures or text to the jump rope via the mobile app. That's insane. That is insane. So I could do like a fancy feats and have a fancy feats thing going around me. How did that look? The app's really good, to be fair. The app is so user-friendly and it tells you how much battery is left. It also tracks your revolutions. That's already in the app. So what I just did then, this is really clever. I'm impressed. Right, so this one is flowers. I don't think these are showing up on there, are they? Yeah, I think I need to do this when it's dark. Did you see flowers? No, you didn't see flowers. It's too light for me to be trying this now. I don't really know what I was thinking trying it in the morning. I should have started this vlog later in the day. I need to go get my brows done now anyway. I'm gonna come back to this later on. Yeah, we'll pick up this vlog then. Okay guys, it's happening. I'm gonna give it a go. It's bloody freezing, needs must. How was that? I think that's pretty cool, to be honest. So I filmed the first half of this earlier, just did a little routine so that I can do a transition. I left my tripod in the same place. Hopefully I'll get a similar position with my phone now so that I can film the other part with the LED rope. Hopefully. It is so trippy, honestly. Like I feel like I'm in a vortex. So this one is camouflage. Let's see if it looks like camouflage. Honestly, I have to say, this is amazing. My mind is blown. The way that it draws images is incredible. That was insane. It looked like an Easter egg. I'm sorry, I keep saying things like, I can't rave about this thing enough. I know what this one is. Now I'm gonna get on with my routine now. Okay, that was wicked. Right, so I've run out of charge. I'm gonna put them both on charge, as in both halves, check my footage and see if I've got enough, and I'll come back out if I need to. Okay, so debrief from my first test with it outdoors at night. It came out really good, and actually I shared that reel and it's done really well. People loved it, but I still don't think it showed off the potential of the rope that I can see in person, and anyone watching someone using it can see in person. I think what I've realised is the challenge here is the rope is brilliant. To be able to showcase it using video, you do need to really play around with your settings and your lighting to be able to see the trail. And it's actually kind of frustrating because I want to sort of show you what you can see in real life. My first impressions though are just that it is incredible. Like, I just find it amazing that someone's come up with the idea to use like persistence of vision to create images with the rope. So obviously what I mean by that is like how a helicopter rotor, how that goes around, and when you see it with your eyes, like it merges into one. That's amazing how this rope is like that. There's lots of other light up ropes, neon ropes, all sorts of stuff on the market that do just light up, which looks fantastic, don't get me wrong. But what I think is incredible about this is the way it uses that persistence of vision and how you can draw images with this. I mean, I need to experiment way more with it, but you can even add your own images and add text. It's incredible. I mean, there's potential marketing opportunities there, really. But mostly, I mean, who I think this rope is perfect for is performers, because especially live performances, like on stage and stuff, I think this is a really good prop to own to really like level up your performances. I think even when you don't get the trail and you just, you know, you don't get much of the trail and it's really a light up rope, I think it's still amazing. I think it's still an incredible effect. I just want to show you a bit more about how it's made. So you have like the rope here which connects to the power pack, and there's one of these on each side. So the rope is actually split into two. You charge each side separately and turn and control them separately as well. You can actually, on the app, you can control them together, but you can also control them separately. So you can sync them on the app so that it knows that you're controlling both at the same time, obviously. It comes with a USB cable. You charge it like that. You can obviously, if you don't use the app, you can turn it on here and you can switch between the settings. I haven't played with that as much, to be honest, because the app is so good. This connects into here, a bit like a typical beaded jump rope, and then you have a knot, and you can actually there's a hole in the handle here, so you can tie the knot and then tuck the excess rope in there. Because this rope is very expensive, I wouldn't want to cut it just in case. I think the challenge would be if you're between ropes. So if you're tall for the short one but too short for this rope, I mean, I use a very short rope anyway, so I think this would be suitable for a lot of people that are shorter than me. But if you end up using the other one, because this is just too long, you're going to lose some of the effect, because this part will end up being quite long. The length of lighting that you see going around you will be a very short U, if that makes sense. So that's obviously not as ideal. So I actually think that I have the perfect length rope for this, because I have hardly any of this showing and it works really well. This is kind of made of quite a very sort of, I don't know if you can see that, typical influencer. It's made of like a very flexible plastic. I mean, God knows what's inside. I'm not technical enough to understand what could possibly be in there. You are inevitably going to have issues with this where it's going to wear as you hit the ground. Anyone who's good at jump rope knows the rope should hit the ground on every rotation. That ensures you're going to clear it. The problem with anything jump rope related is you're going to have that wear. No jump ropes will last forever. That is a bit of a problem with this because obviously I imagine as this wears down, I don't know how long that would take. I mean, you can already see that there is some wear on there from what I've done. From this company, Ignis Pixel, they do lots of light up things for performers. I noticed that their warranty on most of their product is 12 months, whereas with jump ropes it's 6 months. That obviously says a lot. I think it's because of the nature of jump rope that this is going to keep on hitting the ground. It is going to inevitably get that wear. So for them to sort of cover people for 12 months is probably too long. And that's a concern. So I think it is absolutely fantastic, but I think I question the durability of it, and it's expensive. The long one that I'm using is $599. So it is not cheap. I don't see this as a brand that is greedy or anything and trying to make a lot of money. I think that cost is in the development of this product, and I'm sure they've spent a lot of money just developing it to get it this far. I've been really fortunate to be gifted this by Ignis Pixel. The question is, if I wasn't gifted it, would I buy it? And my answer is, in my situation, ultimately being a jump rope content creator, adding these sort of things to some of my videos occasionally is probably very beneficial. So from an enjoyment perspective, if I was just purely a recreational jumper and I didn't make a living out of jump rope, and I think I would struggle to justify spending that sort of money on a jump rope. But because of my situation, then yes, I think it probably could be something. It's a prop that might be worth having. The warranty and durability of it is still a concern though. I think they say that they can do repairs if it breaks. I don't know how easy that would be. Like, I'd still have to post it to them overseas and everything, so it would probably be quite a challenge. That's where I'm at with it. I don't want to put a downer on it because I absolutely love this rope, but unfortunately the reality of the situation is it's very expensive and it's not particularly accessible. Yeah, I've probably shattered a lot of dreams. I'm going to use this loads in the future. But otherwise, I think that is it from me. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if there's any other random jump rope products that you want me to review. If you are looking to get started with jump rope, make sure you check out my app. You've got free access for 7 days to see if it's right for you. And if you need any ropes, normal or this one, then I will put the links in the description as well. So yeah, I guess all that's left to say is that's a wrap, innit? I'm literally learning about knotting here. I've never done a figure of 8 knot in my life. Is that it? Oh, that was quite easy actually.